I talk about living a life of ease, remote work, travel, global mobility, and financial freedom. If any of these things sound like a vibe, please like, comment, and subscribe. Today, I want to talk about something that completely changed my life, which is letting go of perfectionism. Not fixing it, not managing it, just totally letting go of it. And five things that I really love about that decision. Number one is I have more peace in my life. One of the biggest gifts of letting go of perfectionism is peace. I am no longer mentally exhausted trying to get everything just right. I don't overthink every decision, post, video, or plan. I move with intention instead of anxiety, and peace becomes my priority in everything I do. And nothing is worth sacrificing that peace. I've noticed that when I'm trying to be perfect and get everything just right, I'm not only harder on myself, I'm harder on my family members, my children, my friends, because if I'm holding myself up to this impossible standard, I expect other people to be at this impossible standard as well, which is totally unrealistic. And even going through the process of getting my Grenada passport, letting go of perfectionism has been so wonderful because I'm not expecting other people, anyone, to be perfect. I'm just going with the flow. So letting go of me being perfect and letting go of other people being perfect has really helped in rolling with the punches and disappointments of life, getting back up and trying again, and just having a more peaceful existence. Number two is I actually finish things. Perfectionism used to keep me stuck. I would have dreams, ideas, projects, but they lived in my head because they were never ready. And letting go allowed me to finish, publish, apply, and move forward. Progress over perfection has opened more doors than waiting ever did. So, even with starting this YouTube channel, I've been wanting to do something like this for years. But I would look at other people's videos, how beautiful the editing was, how smooth the transitions were, how clear the sound was, how amazing the lighting was, how funny and bubbly other people were. And I'm just not a bubbly and funny person. So I was like, there's no way that anything I have to say would be of interest to other people. I don't have that rah energy that seems to be pervasive on YouTube. And I don't have a lot of great technical or editing skills. But letting go of that perfection, knowing that I may talk slower than others, I might have less energy than others, I might not have as much knowledge as others, but the fact that I'm on here and I have something to say is valuable and is helping others. I feel that letting go of that perfectionism and going ahead and creating this channel has been the best thing that I've done in 2025. And it's all because I didn't hold myself up to this impossible perfectionist standard. Number three, I actually trust myself more. When I stopped needing everything to be flawless, I started trusting my intuition. I realized that I don't need to know every step to take the next one. That trust has led me to remote work, travel, creating retreats, and opportunities I would have missed if I waited until I felt perfect or fully prepared. So, being a perfectionist, I never would have started house sitting. I never would have started solo traveling. I never would have started a YouTube channel. And I feel that being flawed and having imperfections have opened me up to meeting new people, having these wonderful experiences that I never would have had before. And even starting the Grenada citizenship process, there are things that I had no idea that I'd need to do along the way. And there are to this day still obstacles that I'm overcoming, but I'm realizing, hey, it's okay. The process is not perfect. I'm not perfect. Let's do the best we can and keep trying. And the trying is what's opening me up to meeting all these wonderful people and having so many opportunities, like meeting Zoe from Exodus Collective and just being introduced to her contacts and her friends. It's just been such an interesting, amazing ride. So, if I was just so focused on knowing every step of the process of this journey, I would never have even made the first step. And number four, life feels lighter and more joyful. Perfectionism makes everything feel so heavy, like you're constantly on and you're trying to perform this ultimate role of whether it's motherhood or you're performing the role of teacher, of coach, of whatever it is. Now I just allow myself to be human. I laugh more, I rest more, I ask more questions, and I enjoy the journey instead of obsessing over the outcome. And life is a lot softer because even in my job as an educational coach and mentor, I don't have to be that sage on the stage. I can literally just talk to my students like they're people. I could just be like, girl, that's a great question. I don't know, but I will do some research and get back to you. Whereas perfectionist Farida would be like frozen because I'm supposed to be the knowledgeable one, and this student has a question and I don't know. And I don't have to have that burden anymore. And people tend to like that a lot more than pretending you know when you obviously don't. And then finally, number five is I'm free to say yes to what matters. Letting go of perfectionism gave me freedom to travel, freedom to work remotely, freedom to host retreats, freedom to start this YouTube page, and to live life on my own terms. I was able to declutter and downsize despite the stigma of I live very simply. And by Western standards, that's just not acceptable. I'm happy being a coach. I'm happy working remotely. I'm happy with this YouTube channel that's small, but has a wonderful community of people who email me and put comments every day that tells me that I'm helping and I'm being of service. I'm happy with my little walking group where the community all over the world, we get together virtually and we walk and we encourage each other. I'm happy with my little sisters' get togethers. And it's a beautiful life. So it really gives me joy just to say, girl, I don't know. Girl, I'm struggling. Girl, I'm confused. Please explain that to me. Even having a family member asking me questions about the process of getting citizenship in Grenada, and she's asking me questions that I have no idea about. And I'm just going through this process and saying, girl, I have no idea. But my advice is A, B, and C. But I could be totally wrong. Oh my gosh, the freedom that you get from saying, I don't know, I'm not perfect, let's figure it out together. It's so nice. And I'm not 100% there. I'm still on that journey of releasing perfectionism in myself and others, but I'm really liking the improvement that I'm seeing, physically, spiritually, mentally. Nervous system feels good and relaxed. It is a nice life when you let go of perfectionism. Thank you so much for watching. If you've been craving space to breathe, explore, be imperfect, and reconnect with yourself, I want to personally invite you to my Turkey retreat this July. It is a soulful experience rooted in rest, reflection, and ease. Information is in the description box. If this message resonated, please hit the thanks button on YouTube to support the channel. If you're curious about living abroad, traveling slowly, or house sitting, check out my Trusted House Sitters link. And you can always buy me a coffee via Cash App. Just had my blondie this morning from a Cash App. Thank you so much, Amanda. And that information is in my description box as well. Also, don't forget to check out my Move Abroad and Travel playlist if you're ready to explore the world and possibly live in another country. If you haven't already, please like, subscribe, and share this video with someone who needs permission to go and choose ease. I'll see you in the next video.